there's been so much change in our industry, and we don't need to dwell on how much change there's been in the last couple of years. I think it's fair to say the pace of change has never been quicker, but it'll never be this slow again. But there's some trends which are really evident that are coming through in our industry, and I'd love to explore some of those with you. What do you see happening for the advisor in the next few years?
Look, I mean, just quickly jumping to change, I mean, absolutely, there's been an extraordinary amount of change coming in the industry. But looking at trends, I think, is really what's going to be key to knowing how to position yourself and your practice in the future. And for me, the real first big trend that I'm seeing, and it's been one that's been around for a while, but I think it's here to stay, is this move from product to advice. We're seeing financial advisors, and specifically wealth managers, really focus on financial advice and selling financial advice. Those days of selling products or picking funds are absolutely gone. And so it's critically important that wealth managers and financial advisors embrace this trend so that they can position themselves to take advantage of it. Now, selling advice, one might think, is quite simple, but there's some unique things that you need to do. You really need to step up your game, you really need to muscle up, and you really need to think about your value proposition that you're going to offer as a financial advisor and as a wealth manager. You know, George, I was chatting to some of these wealth managers the other day just to truly get some insight into how this change is busy developing. And I asked them the question, so how do you work? How does your practice earn? And a surprising number came out. The number really is that 90% of their revenue or their income now comes from selling financial advice, and specifically investment financial advice. And that was a real eye-opener for me.
Yeah, I think you make a great point there. And it's really about differentiating yourself as an advisor and explaining to your clients that the value they bring is around this behavioral coaching and actually helping clients in a whole wide variety of areas of their own life. Anything, you know, I can see it developing into anything from reward points and how you actually manage those to the intricacies of you know, your insurance and how that is actually gonna have an impact on your life. So I can see that going much broader than perhaps it is traditionally right now.
Oh, absolutely. You know, the best piece of advice I could give to financial planners now is exactly that. Become a true lifelong planner. Think about the client's portfolio holistically. Plan their lifelong goals and objectives. If you start to do that, you will start to naturally sell advice and clearly move away from selling products.
And it's so interesting as well, because overseas you're actually seeing people call themselves financial planners, and that's like the upper echelons of financial advice. Then people don't want to be called a financial advisor anymore, it's a financial planner.
Innate is a registered trademark of Stanlib Wealth Management Pty Limited, an authorized financial services provider.